Hi there, Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter, with a fun, quick, and easy recycling craft. We're going to use juice pouches and duct tape to make a pencil pouch that can go right in your binder. You're going to need some duct tape, and this is from Oriental Trading Company. They sell both the Duct brand and they have their own brand. Now this is $4 a roll. This is the Oriental Trading Company. This is the Duct brand. It was $4.25 or $4.50 a roll. But with the Oriental Trading one, this is 20 yards a roll, and this is only 10 yards in a roll. I think they're quite comparable, but I just wanted to let you know they carry both. So you have options there, especially if you're doing a lot of duct tape crafting and you want to save a little money. Or that's about 50%, or 100, that's like half, really, because you get twice as much, I guess. They also have the skinnier rolls, which aren't quite as economical, but they're awfully handy. And I'm going to use this cute little leopard print. These are about $2 a roll, and I think they're about 15 feet long. So, you know, not as much, but, you know, it is awfully handy. Okay, so we're going to use those. You're also going to need an X-Acto knife and a ruler, or a, you know, gridded mat that you can measure with. So since I am making a pencil pouch, I want to make something that's going to be long enough for pencils and also will fit into a binder. I've already put those two together, so I just want to measure up. I've got about 10.5 inches here, and I'm going to use these two juice pouches here. And the tip that I realized while I was working with this project is to actually do the back side first. Okay, and another tip is to put it on half. You know, put it half on, half off on one juice pouch, and then you can layer it over the other one. It's so much easier, and you can get it to measure up exactly the way you want it to. And make sure it's nice and straight, and then press it down. All right, once you've got the back done, it's really easy to get the front done. If you have any sticking over on the front from the back, just slice it off. But when you're working on the front side, you can actually make it longer and wrap it around. Does that make any sense? I feel like I'm just rambling on like a lunatic. I hate that. And yet it happens so often. So I'm going to cut a little bit more. That's about 4 inches wide, so I'm going to make this one a little bit longer because I want to have room to wrap it around the back. And I'm going to go half on one pouch, half on the other, and cover up that little pouch hole there from the straw. Okay, and just fold over the sides. Alright, so there's the front, there's the back. Now if you wanted, you could absolutely make it so the silver is showing instead of the pattern. That's up to you. So now I'm going to put these, so I've already done that to the other one. And now I'm going to put them side by side, and I'm going to want a zipper on this. So I've got this, this zipper was just about perfect. This was actually 5 cents at Martin's. I always grab these 5-cent zippers whenever I see them at Martin's because you never know when you're going to need a zipper, and they're so expensive at the sewing store. So what I want to do is attach these before I seal up my pouch here. So one thing I want to do before I even attempt to attach a zipper is wax the tines on the zipper, because I want to make sure this is going to like really glide. So to do that, I'm just going to take this chunk of wax. You can use a candle or a white crayon or anything like that, or you can even use a bar of soap. Okay, I'm just rubbing it down the tines here. And that's just going to help it glide. I don't want there to be any undue stress on my juice pouch pencil pouch. All right, so hopefully that'll make my zipper slide really well. And zip it up and down a couple times just to work that wax in. All right, so now that's on. I want to make sure everything is upside down here, and you could sew this. Actually, sewing is probably the best method, but I don't want to sew it, so I actually just put away my sewing machine. So I'm just going to very quickly put a little bead of hot glue. Hopefully it won't melt my plastic pouch. It seems to be all right. And press my zipper edge right on to that, hopefully before it dries. And just peek at it from the front. That looks pretty good. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. I wonder if it'd be easier, actually. I think it might be easier to do it this way. Oh, there we go. Do it that way. Don't do it the other way. This is much better. See, you know, if you were doing just, you know, contemplating this on your own, you wouldn't get to benefit from my mistakes. You'd just, you know, go right for it. See, 5 cents right there. I don't know if you can read that or not at home, but it says 5 cents. All right. And yeah, that's way easier. Okay. Now we're going to flip it over again. And I want to reinforce it, so I'm going to use this skinny duct tape. And I know it is kind of a shame to waste this on the inside of the bag, but you could use the silver stuff if you want to. Use your, you know, the hardware store stuff on the inside if you want. It'll work just fine. I'm just going to use this because it's handy and I have it right here. That will just give us a little extra support. I'll do that up here too. I kind of measure as I go. I really like using an X-Acto knife for this. I don't have as much luck tearing tape as other people do. For some reason, I seem to be awfully clumsy when I tear it, and I tear it all the way down the way I don't want it to. There we go. And then I'm also going to see if I can trim this up here. I'm awfully close there. I don't know if I'll be able to trim it or not. Let's see. I don't think I'll be adding any trim to the top of that. Well, I could add some decorative trim. I don't think it's really going to be useful, but what the heck. I'm going to add some decorative trim up there because I really wanted decorative trim. It's not as much zipper is exposed as I thought there would be. But that's alright, that'll help a little of the wear and tear on the edge of that pouch. Go ahead and snip it short on the end and do the same on the other side. This is really fun. I've never actually done a juice pouch craft before, probably because I don't usually let my kids have juice or sugary drinks because I think it rots their teeth. But this is 25% less sugar, so I got this and I thought, well, why not? Once in a while. Am I bleeding or is that ink? That's ink, thank goodness. Don't you love that? Oh, I've been playing with alcohol ink and luckily I'm not bleeding all over my project. Alright, and then I'm just going to trim off my zipper ends there. There we go. And now we can seal up our pouch, and we're going to do that with our skinny tape. What did I get this out for? I got this out for something. I thought I was going to use it. Maybe I just like the patterns together. Oh my goodness. I didn't need that. I was thinking, oh, I gotta have that for something. Oh, not really. I think I'll do the sides first. And I'm just going to cut off a couple pieces for that. So you want to go half on and half off on each side, and then flip it over and seal everything right up. And then I don't really like this. I have a little gap there, so I'm going to actually take another piece and go over that. Maybe that's why I wanted the thicker stuff. I bet that's what I was thinking. Yeah, like I was planning that. This might be one of those videos that never make it on. I think I might just add a whole nother piece of tape to that madness there. This is definitely not a frugal duct tape craft because I certainly feel like I'm using more than I ought to be on this, but it's going to be awfully sturdy by the time I'm done wrapping this with tape. Yep, this end's certainly sealed up well. There we go. That's alright. That's the nice thing about duct tape though. I find that it conforms to your silliness and mistakes very, very well. Alright, I think I'm going to have to do the same thing on this side. I just want to make sure I don't lock that zipper. Let me unzip it just a little bit there. Okay, let me seal up first. I'm just going to seal it up with this skinnier piece and I will wrap around it to give it a little extra trim there. Yep, you know what? That's what I should have done. I should have used this on the ends because that would have, I could have gone around that lip. Maybe, I don't know. It's so hard to say. Monday morning quarterback. Monday morning quarterback in my own project here. I'm coining a phrase too. A Monday morning crafter back? I don't know. Let's just wrap that right down. Yeah, this is one of those instances where I probably should have practiced this before I went into the video. But then that would take all the fun away. You wouldn't get to see my wacky hijinks. I know that's why you watch. All right. Hey, oh no, I remember. I know why I needed this now. Because I needed a wide thing that we could hole punch. There we go. I remember. There we go. We got our little pouch. Our pouch has no bottom at the moment because we're going to do that now. Ha! I remember. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me open this up. Brand new. I haven't even opened it yet. Oh my gosh, my kids have been chomping at the bit to get to my new duct tape stash. I was a very generous box from Oriental Trading, chock-a-block full of like about 30 rolls of duct tape. It was crazy. Awesome, fun. And my daughter saw it, one of my daughters saw it. She's like, Mom, I want new duct tape crafts. And then my other daughter saw it, she's like, me too, me too. Oh my, I'm like, well, I gotta make some stuff for this first. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is actually, I'm just gonna cover this over. I want to go about maybe 1/2 inch over the pouch. I'm going to line it up on a grid though, so I can kind of tell what I'm doing. That way I can kind of see the grid. If I'm going halfway over a square, I'll know that I'm about right. I mean, I'm not going to worry about it being crooked really. I mean, it's duct tape. It's not, you know, rocket science. There we go. I am going to go a little bit over the edge. I can trim that later. There we go. We'll do the same on this. Second verse, same as the first. I think maybe I will trim that first, so I don't end up in a pickle, in a duct tape pickle. Alrighty. And I'm just going to line up the edges if I can. Line up the duct tape edges is what I mean. Oh, squeaky! Delightfully squeaky. I'm sure that was bothering somebody's I don't know, somebody's eardrums. Oh, this is kind of cool looking. All right, and now I'm just kind of ascertaining whether this feels strong enough or not. And you know what? I don't think it does. What I'm going to do here is actually reinforce the edge. So one of the supplies that my middle schoolers, I have 3 of them, had to have this year was the paper donuts. You know, those little reinforcers. You know, so they could hole punch stuff and put it in their binders. Those are delightful, aren't they? They never quite work. I think they've gone through a package and a half on each sheet of paper they've tried to reinforce. They really ought to teach a class at their school on how to use those. How to not rip your papers. You don't need so many of them. Okay, so I'll get that half on there. I'm going to fold this over here. Oh my goodness, I just love this. I think it's the cutest thing I've ever seen. Oh my gosh, I love it! Alright, I am going to trim this a little bit neater here. And now I'm going to punch it so it can fit in my binder. I'll probably give it to one of the kids if they want it, but I'm going to put this in my binder right now. And here is my binder. This is my envelope template binder. So what I'm going to do is just figure out where I want my holes to be. And I'm going to use my crocodile. You can use a regular punch for this, but since I have a crocodile, I'm going to use it. And you know what? I think I might just see if I can indent some holes in here. Maybe. I don't know if that's going to work. You know what I ought to do? No, this will be better. Let's do this. Let me take a sheet protector out and then line it up and then figure out where I want my holes to be, because that way I can see a lot better. And then I will chunk here. Oops, we're moving here. Don't move on me. There we go. I might need to punch a couple more holes on the end just because I don't know if that's going to fall exactly right, because they have wider holes on the page protectors. Let's just see. Oh, there, look at that. And there I have a snazzy little pouch. I could put I won't put my X-Acto knife in there without a cap, because it will pop through. Markers, pliers, whatever. Maybe I put my scissors and my pens, and then, because I use my envelope template binder, so then, yeah, I think I will make these little holes a little bit bigger because they don't want to slide in my binder too well. So I think I am just going to widen these up a little bit, and then it will be perfect. I hope you like this tutorial. I have other duct tape crafts along with lots of other recycling crafts on my blog and on my YouTube channel. I would love it if you hit that subscribe button and subscribe so you could be notified when I have brand new projects coming down the pipeline. Thank you so much for watching again. Share it with your friends on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, wherever you share things. I do appreciate it and it helps my channel, so thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy crafting.